Guys, it's your boy JP checking in, and I got to make a video about this, what I saw from Langston University, HBCU, and it's quite, I was quite disturbed when I was watching this video of these women just dancing and, gyrating through the auditorium, it looks like, and to figure out that these people at this HBCU are not even graduated at respectable levels. So, guys, I want you to take a look at this video. It's quite disturbing.
This is Langston University, where the four-year graduation rate has recently dropped to a shocking 5%.
Okay. It's what? Okay. Come on, let me see some. Yep, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so as you can see, what you saw was quite, quite very disturbing video of a bunch of women, dancing and I guess serenading their fraternity or sorority in front of everybody. And this right here, the video you just saw is a prime example on why, this culture of ours is absolute dog shit. Like, these people are in this auditorium, they're fucking celebrating, they're gyrating, they're twerking, they're doing all this stuff. But, you guys are not even graduating at respectable levels. And this goes to show you that, a lot of these HBCUs, I'm not gonna completely shit on all of them, but a lot of them are just, glorified high schools with, the only difference between them and high school is that they have more funding and they have more freedom. But in essence, a lot of these places are just glorified high schools where people just come there just to try to impress each other, just to, hang out, have fun. No real education is really being taught to these people because, it's become a thing where with black people that, everything has to be dumbed down for us. These schools get all these types of funding, all these types of grants and all these type of, government assistance, and yet we still can't get our shit together, and it's fucking sad. When I was watching this video, I just could not even do it, man. I just shook my head and I just turned my head the other way because this was fucking embarrassing to say the fucking least. This was embarrassing, you know. And it's just they're turning these places into the ghetto high school in the neighborhood. Like the ghetto high school in the neighborhood where, you go there, you know what's to expect. It's going to be a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of, vanity, you know. And that's what these places are turning into, you know. Me myself personally, I expect, when I go to college, it has to be a completely different atmosphere than high school. I don't expect to go into it and it's just a whole bunch of tomfoolery and, nonsense going on. I expect it to be a sophisticated environment, you know, an environment where a bunch of learning and a bunch of, progression is happening. But these schools, they get all they get all this funding and you get the lowest amount of education possible, you know. and it's sad, man. It's like these people are not even embarrassed. You have a line of women. All of them are over 250 pounds. The only one that wasn't overweight was the girl in the front with the red shorts. As the line goes down and down, the women get bigger and bigger. You know, it's like, come on, man. This is fucking unacceptable, man. And we wonder why the world looks at us how they look at us, bro. Like, just look at the video that I just showed you guys. Look at the buffoonery that's going on. And I've never seen a group of people that should be ashamed of themselves, boasting and carrying themselves with so much pride, bro. Like, what the fuck is this shit, nigga? It's like, guys, I'm sorry if I'm going on a rant, but like, what the fuck? What is in these people's heads, man? How can you be such a school filled with pride and the graduation rate is fucking terrible? You know? You wouldn't want to send your kid to a school with a graduation that fucking low. And I'm not saying that, I completely can prove that rate because I don't think it's at 5%. I think it's probably around like 17. But even then, that's still fucking terrible. And that's why these HBCUs get such a bad rep. That's why a lot of people experience that HBCU experience, and just after a month, after a year, they go to PWI. You know, because of stuff like this, man. These schools, these what you guys want to call black owned institutions, they need to get their fucking shit together, man. It's not all about having fun and fucking bullshitting. You need to get serious, you know? And that's why these other races are beating us, bro. If I go into a predominantly Asian college, you think I'm gonna see this fucking shit? Predominantly white institution, you think I'm gonna see this fucking shit? And if you are, bro, the education will make up for what they're doing. Our education is not making up for what we're doing. We having fun, and our education is not even where it needs to be. So yeah, man, this is fucking embarrassing, man. And whoever's running these schools need to be fucking fired immediately. It seems as though with these schools, like, they just fucking accept anybody who's fucking black and who has decent test scores. Come on in. You're black, you have decent test scores, you're invited. Like, these schools don't vet people like colleges are supposed to vet people. You know? Colleges are supposed to look at your test scores, then, okay, you have decent test scores. Okay, so come on in for an interview. Let's see what type of person you are. Let's see what type of person we're allowing into our institution that's going to carry our name, carry our legacy. It seems as though nobody's doing that anymore. They're just letting anybody and everybody. And this is why I do not agree with the structure of these schools based off, just black. Based off, oh, you're black, okay, come on in. No, man, you need to vet these people. You need to make sure that these type of people are gonna carry the name and the legacy of your school properly. And look at this video, man. This video is a prime example of black privilege, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Look at this, bro. Look at this. And you know what? And they have a low graduation rate, and guess what? The state is not going to cut them off because they don't want to be accused of racism and bigotry, and they don't want these people complaining and filing lawsuits and stuff. But this stuff gets to continue, and we get to continue being a fucking laughing stock. This was a fucking joke, man. This was a very, very bad joke. And anybody who's hearing the sound of my voice right now, I don't care if I come off as angry. I don't care if I come off as what you guys want to call anti-white. I'm trying to impress white people. I'm tap dancing, Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me, bro. This was fucking embarrassing. This was embarrassing, man. And it's just one of those things where you can sit back and look at it and say, wow, anything we do, anything involves us, anything that we put our hands on turns to, negligence. Turns to negligence. Because these HBCUs, even Deion Sanders, Even they mishandled Deion Sanders when he was at that HBCU of his. I can't think of the name right now. There was a lot of stuff going on with that situation that made him inevitably leave. As soon as the white people came to him with some money, he said, "Okay, enough of this nigga shit, and I'm out." And I don't blame him. A lot of he got smoke from the community, from the populace, but I didn't blame him for doing that. You know, I would have done the same things, bro. Because it seems as though that we can't manage anything properly for long periods of time. You know, and this is just embarrassing. You got these women, you know, 250 pounds going on 300, you know, and they're out here just, you know, getting down and groovy in front of everybody, you know, thinking that these fraternities and these sororities are, you know, the the beacon, the pinnacle of being black, joining a fraternity, joining a, a sorority. They think that's the beacon, the pinnacle of being a black person, joining a HBCU, joining a fraternity, and then going out into the real world and thinking that these type of things are actually going to help you in the real world. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. And if I had a child, I would not send him or her to an HBCU, because you want to know why? Because the real world don't operate on just the black experience. In the real world, you're going to deal with all different types of people, with all different ethnicities, with different backgrounds, with different nationalities, with different languages, with different cultures. You're going to deal with a melting pot of people, because that's the country we live in. We live in a melting pot. We don't live in fucking Africa. I'm sorry. We don't. So sending them to that school would not do them any type of service. It would disservice them, because they're gonna go out into the real world, just like most of these people who go to these HBCUs. They go out to the real world and thinking the world is gonna cater to them because they're black, and you know they should get special treatment because they're black, and being black is this, being black is that. You know, these HBCUs brainwash these Negroes. You know. And those are the people who go out into the real world and complain about everything, because they went to something like that catered to them, you know, that made them think they were more special than what they were, just because they went to that school. But when you go out into the real world, these different type of groups of people, they don't give a fuck. It's about the skills that you possess that's gonna take you far in life, not your fucking skin color. And this is my problem with these people who want to label these things under the black umbrella. We have a black business. We have a black college. Like, come on, guys. These people don't take you seriously. If you want to call it a black whatever, make sure it's run properly. So we start to have credibility as a group of people. Because what I saw in this video was an absolute fucking disgrace. Was a disgrace. Man, it was a disgrace. And it's just, you know, and it makes black women, you know, get shined in a very, very negative light, you know. So guys, that's my rant. You know, I want to know what you guys think, you know, about, you know, this video, about what's your opinions about HBCUs. Are they helping us? Are they hurting us? Would you send your child to an HBCU? Did you agree with what you saw in the HBCU? What do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts, views, and opinions in the comment section below. Leave an opinion. You know, I'm always down to talk with you guys. JP checking out.